Patrick, thank you. Well, a few weeks ago, we told you about a local mom who's on a mission to increase literacy here in our state. Audrey McClelland's goal is to create a reading garden at her son's school. She's competing against other moms across the country to try and help their community in a sweepstakes that's sponsored by Lifetime. Well, now, weeks later, Audrey's challenge is almost complete, and she's sharing her experience on LifetimeMoms.com. Take a look.
The 12 weeks of the Clean Start Challenge have just completely flown by. I am beyond excited that the day is finally here. I really wanted to create a reading garden at my son's preschool. This is going to be the spot to have a beautiful space that's sacred and special, that they know when they come, they're going to read. So that was the goal, that was the vision. Unfortunately, we weren't able to really create a garden with the weather. You guys know we've had so much snow, then we had a lot of rain, so we did the next best thing. We ended up turning the whole day into a reading day.
One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar.
And I invited Mrs. Pluff, who was the woman that founded this school, to come read to the kids. We chose Mrs. Pluff to have the reading garden dedicated to. You know, it amazes me to see someone who's 93 years old be able to walk into a classroom of 30 kids, get them quiet, get them engaged, and connect with them through a book.
He was a beautiful butterfly.
That book ended and the hands flew up for questions, and she sat there answering every one of them. All the kids loved it and they laughed, and it was an amazing reading day. Who loves to read in this class? Who loves books? The event today, it just brought so much excitement. I don't get speechless very often, but to watch those kids, you know, I did kind of have tears in the back of my eyes. And just to see that engagement and that excitement among the kids, you know, that is why it's so important to read to your kids. Because it's just not about reading the story and closing it. It's about that interaction that comes after. My goal for today was, when this event was over, for the kids all to go home tonight and to want to read that book with their families. And my son Alexander asked my husband as we were leaving school today, do we have that book still at home? And that within itself was the key. I felt that this whole 12-week Clean Start Challenge has been a success by just talking to the other moms, saying to me, you've helped us bring reading time back into our life. I have definitely reevaluated reading time in my own home. You have the ability to read with your kids, you need to. And you need to find the time to do it. See all that noise that we just heard? That's excitement for reading. My work is not done. I have committed to creating a reading garden, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's amazing to think that kids don't even have a first book. That was heartbreaking to me. That was why I wanted to partner up with First Book. It's what made this so special for me, is to see so many people who I don't know come together to increase literacy. And that was a pretty inspiring and amazing thing to see.
And we have Audrey on the show this morning to update us on her project. I can't believe it's already been 12 weeks since you started this. So what has it been like for you, the whole experience?
You know, it was amazing to see people in our community who I don't know come out and help. I mean, I think that embodies the whole meaning of a community project.
Right.
And it was special. It was very special.
Now tell us a little bit about your charity First Book. I'm interested to hear about that.
Why I chose First Book was they actually go into inner cities and they find children who have never had a first book.
Okay.
And you know, I feel as a mom especially, to think that there are some kids out there that have never owned a book. They don't even have access to a library.
Right.
It was really just amazing and incredible to hear that. So I wanted to partner with them.
And we want to let our viewers know there's still a couple of days left to vote.
Yes.
You can vote up until Thursday, March 31st.
Yep.
And if you win, what happens?
If I win, if I get enough votes, $10,000 goes to First Book. If I don't win, the good news is too, I still get to give $2,500 to First Book as well.
Oh, wow.
So, but $10,000 is so much money. It would just do so much good for them.
Now, I know that you shot this at the Kent County YMCA in Warwick. Will they directly benefit from this? Is that where it's going to go, the money, or the charity itself?
Yeah, the money will go to the charity, but the great thing is at Kent County, we made a reading garden in the back of the school, and we also got 250 books for the Kent County YMCA as well, for the kids, and they're also going to be used for the camps.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because they do the Oquanescent in the
that's
summertime.
Right. Yeah,
So
all those kids are going to benefit from those books. Yeah.
And I know that you are no stranger to books because you have one of your own coming out. I actually saw a little preview of your cover on Facebook a few weeks ago. What's it called again?
It's called the Digital Mom Handbook, and I wrote it with a fellow blogger, Colleen Padilla, and it's a pre-order right now on Amazon and coming out in July. So I'm so excited.
You must be. Yeah. I mean, from what I hear from authors, like the first time you are in print, it's like phenomenal.
Oh, I mean, even finding myself on Amazon, I was giddy. So,
oh, yeah.
No, I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
And again, it launches in July.
Yep, July 26th is when it comes out. Yeah.
You going to have a book signing?
Absolutely.
Will you give me a copy?
Absolutely.
All
Are
right.
you kidding?
Well, thank you so much, and good luck in the final days of the competition. We look forward to hearing the update as well.
Thank you so much.
On your book, too.